So I'm Piers Kelly, I'm the Operations Director for Reed Exhibitions, and I head up the operations and the customer service teams that put our shows together. Exhibitors are buying a stand from us that they hold at the show, and they might be buying that stand anything up to a year in advance. So we have a whole year working with them and then the show. And typically we would do post-show surveys after the show to visitors and exhibitors that would give us some feedback about their whole experience throughout that year. And what I was looking for is something that could be a little bit more precise and capture some of the feedback in the moment when we're interacting with the customer from a service or an operational point of view, and not wait until the end of the show to get that feedback. One of the things I like about Customer Thermometer is that it's easy to implement across the business. So for example, we're using it day to day in our customer services team. We're using it for our credit control team who are chasing payments, and then we can bring it here on site with iPads and use it in the physical environment in the show, and all of those scores will feed back into one account that gives us an overall picture. So it's very light touch and you can deploy it quite quickly across the whole business. And one of the examples we had from last year is we'd built a bar area in one of our shows, and during the day it looked really busy, which is good. But what we found by having Customer Thermometer is that some of the customers were unhappy. Obviously the queues were too long and it was taking them too long to be served. Now that's something that historically we may not have been able to pick up at all, or we may have got it in the post-show survey, and therefore we can rectify it for the next year, not the next day, and now we can respond much more quickly. The whole thing is designed to be self-service. So with all these things, once you log in, it might look a little bit daunting, but actually there's lots of information on the website that you can teach yourself how to do it. And the Ministry of Magic, I think as it's called, the technical support have been absolutely brilliant. Get very fast responses, and to the most part, we can set it up ourselves. I definitely recommend Customer Thermometer. It was recommended to me by one of my colleagues in the US, because we're a big global company. I've recommended it to our South African business and they're now using it, and we've had interest from other countries as well. So I definitely recommend it to other companies to use.